I really, really, really hope this works.
Screw you, you big black cunt! I'll kick your balls in your face! I'll war on two fronts! You'll across the dark side! Like a rap apartheid! I put the germ into Germany! I'm stick on this mine! I beat you twice, you sell! Now you bow down to Mickey Mouse! You call yourself a Dark Lord! Who even conquer Space Mountain? You're just a sad-ass medic robot freak who needs some medication sometimes! Here! Pop into my office!
You get just done for a first ever bitch after World War I. You were stirring up the fears of the German people, telling the world that the Jews are evil. And the world got fired up. How to be a whole book got fired up. When your bunker started getting fired up, put a gun in your mouth and fired up. You dumb motherfucker, didn't Napoleon let you know when you conquer Russia, better pack some fucking winter low. When you're fighting off Valkyrie, I got a music on and die for me. How about you want to cry for me? You're home for the finish and cry for me.
Like a revolver flash, you wanna mess with me? I put my balls in your mouth like poverty. I got a jetpack, yo, you know I steal the show. When I rock a big hell no! You're not going to cheat me, Mr. Sunglasses all the time! I'll take you and your new boyfriend Goofy and all your scrawny soldier guys and throw you in a butthole into sand! I am Hitler!
I don't know if that's going to come through or not. I laughed my lily white ass off the first time I saw Adolf Hitler versus Darth Vader in a rap-off. I thought it was funnier than shit. Let's get to it. We got to get to it fast because I have 3 topics. Am I supposed to do it this way or they do it this way in baseball? Like 3 outs and then somebody, no way, man, rock on. No, in baseball you go like that. Or if there's 2 outs, you go like that. 2 outs. That way, 1, 2. You know there's 2 fucking outs. This way, 3 outs, we're out. But then that somehow that became 6, 6, 6. Devil's horns and some kind of a heavy metal weirdo thing. But which is cool too. I mean, hey, to each their own. All right, let's do the news real fast because there's no way I'm gonna get through. This is so insane. Man who smashed black teen's face with bike chain. What? Sentenced to 5 years in prison for a hate crime. Well, I don't think he should be sentenced to anything. I mean, it's okay to smash people's faces with a bike chain. Come on. Fact check. A football player stood alone for the national anthem, but it was by mistake. Okay. I'm going to start using that one. Next time I fuck up really bad. That could happen anytime. I don't know. I mean, I try not to, but there could be a time. Trump advisor said, I want to fucking kill myself when the president tapped him to lead election challenges. The guy wanted to kill himself. Well, maybe you get another job, dude. I mean, it's no big deal. Don't. Biden fires Social Security boss. A Trump appointee who refused to resign. Are we all getting tired of this political crap? Which is, I have 3 topics. 3. Miami condo collapse. No, I'm not going to. That's a terrible story. I'm not going to talk about that. Haiti requests U.S. send troops following their president's assassination. Be right on that. This is such good news. Hey, my home country, kinda. I'm a half breed, Hungary. It'll probably be bad news. I haven't even read it yet. I just saw Hungary, so they gotta fuck something up. European soccer's governing body, of course. Yep, here we go. European soccer's governing body punishes Hungary over their fans' homophobic. Sorry. What's the difference between a homophobe and a phobe and a phone? Homophobic, racist behavior. 3 games behind closed doors. $118,000 fine. That's pretty weird. I don't think I want to look at this shit anymore. I don't want to talk about climate change. I don't want to talk about recycling. I don't want to talk about any of this shit. I mean, we can at some point, but not right now. There's a couple things I want to talk about. And the first one is a pretty serious situation for all you young men out there. I'm going to do it. Man, I have 3 topics. I'm going to get through these. It's okay. I'm at the age where it's not as big of a deal anymore, but don't date women with kids. I'm going to plagiarize some shit now. I'm going to do some plagiarism. Do not date women with children, men, for your own health and safety. Don't do it. I've said this shit before. Here's the fucked up part. I was actually told this, oh man, I don't know, 3 times. I'm not naming any names, anything like that. I'm not naming any names. If you're a real man, you will step up to the plate and take responsibility. For what? I don't have any kids. Oh, for your kid. Another man's seed. So a real man will step up and take responsibility for your fuck up and another man's seed. That makes me a real man? No. No. That doesn't make you a real man. It makes you either a simp or a cuck or whatever you want to call it. Hey, I'm not a red pill guy. Everybody knows that. I'm not red pilling. I'm not MGTOW. I know what they are. That's not what I am. That's not what I'm about. But that's not what a real man is. Let me tell you what a real man is. Let me tell you a little story about the real man. Oh, before I do tell you the story, I'm going to give 2 shout outs really quick. Big shout out to my homegirl, Billy. I know you're back on track. I know you had a little thing happen. It happens. You're back on track. Billy Reagan, you know I love you and I love you. You know that. You're 100% knowing that. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? I gotta go back to my book. Shit. Oh, anyway, a real man. So let me tell you a story about a real man. Oh, another quick shout out. RMD, you know who you are. Yeah, you know. Those are your initials. Deal with it. So, a real man doesn't step up to the plate and take responsibilities for other men's seed and your mess ups. We take responsibility for our own deal. True story. Probably 1990, I don't know, 8, 99, some bullshit like that, very late 90s. I'm working at a lumber company up north, and I was the assistant manager, which means I had to work on Saturday. Duh. Pretty busy on Saturdays. White, I'm out smoking a cigarette, being a dickhead, like I am. White van pulls up, backs up to the side of the lumber company, whatever. I got to go back in, work the counter, ring people up, go out, load them up, go back, ring them up, load them up, blah, blah, blah. White van backs up, I'm still smoking a cigarette, so I know I got 30 seconds, no big deal. So the van opens, the driver's side, rather, I'm sorry, opens up. Nothing really going on. I see his hand, like, screwing around with the top. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Next thing I know, out of nowhere, a wheelchair just drops. You know, like, it's like an athletic wheelchair. It's not like a fucking one with the hardcore metal. It's got like the fiberglass and shit. It's like a folding chair, like you would take to a fucking softball game or something, like with a little cup holder in it. Ping! It like whipped out like that. Had the fucking wheels. Dude swings out, lands in the motherfucker, backs up a little bit, shuts the fucking door, and I'm just standing there like this. Here I am, stupid, looking stupid. And he wheels by, hey, how you doing? I say, hey, what's going on, brother? He's gone. Wheels himself in. He's obviously has no use of his legs. Goes in, whatever. I go in, because I'm done. I got to put my cigarette out. I got to go in and wait on people at the counter, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, this dude's going through a couple aisles in his fucking wheelchair. He goes over the non-handicapped, the non-ADA sill, by the way. guy, which some bitch bitched about like 2 months prior to me seeing this guy. Because she had one of those fucking scooters that you see these fat asses driving around in Walmart and shit. She's doing one of these bullshit things. This should not be there. I'm okay, well, whatever. I'll tell corporate. Anyway, this guy never said a fucking word. He just rolled over it, obviously. Goes in and gets these big spikes, big fucking nails. The reason I know that is because he comes up to the counter. He's waiting patiently. Patiently. There's like fucking 8 people in fucking line. There's only a couple of us ringing people up, trying to load people up. It was fucking mayhem. I'm talking about rural Ohio lumberyard on a Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the PM. It's fucking busy. These people are nuts. Anyway, he waits patiently, doesn't say shit, blah, blah, blah. He comes up. I'm there. I wait up. Hey, how you doing? Puts the shit on the counter. I scan it, or I don't really scan it because it's like nails and big spikes and shit. So I'm like, whatever. And we got a little code book. I hurry up. I'm like, fuck it, I'll give him a good deal. But I'm like, yeah, that's it. Puts cash money. He didn't give me a fucking card. Didn't give me shit. Cash. Cashola. Assahola. And I'm thinking, cool. I got you. I'll take it. I'll leave the assahola. I'll take the cashola. Put it in the drawer. Give me his fucking change. So, all right. And he also said, I need 20 landscape timbers, which is right where his van was backed up to. I said, cool. Of course, what? Boom. I said, all right. I go out and give you a hand, load them up, because that's what we do to every customer. Not because you're in a fucking wheelchair. We help you load them up. He's like, cool. He rolls out. I roll out. He technically rolled out. I walked out. He rolled out. Opens the fucking back of this fucking van. I handed this fucker landscape timbers. 8-foot motherfuckers, and he's throwing them in there. From a fucking wheelchair, okay? Nobody drove him there. Nobody helped him. Nobody did shit. He rolled in by himself in a fucking van that rolls. Rolled the fuck, climbed, then rolled back, and then started slinging this shit into the back. We got done. I said, hey, nice to meet you. He's all right, cool, brother. Gives me the fucking handshake. Shuts his fucking van door. Wheels his wheelchair up. Opens the fucking door. Grabs the fucking the handle thing. Pulls himself up. Grabs the fucking wheelchair. Smacks it like that. Throws in the fucking passenger seat. Shuts the door. Fires up and fucking rolled out. That's a real man. 100% real man. That, my friends, is a real man. So, honey bitches or baby mamas or whatever the fuck you got, whatever problems you have in your life, that was a real man. I've met a real man, and that was a real man. Not some simp, not some cuck, not some idiot that's going to put up with a bunch of shit. This poor man has put up with more shit than you can possibly fathom. He doesn't give a fuck about your mouth. Fuck that. He doesn't need you to cook. He can cook his own shit. He can do his own deal. He can do it all. It would be nice, however, if you would, hey, if we're nice to you, be nice to us. If we're not nice to you, don't be nice to us. Tell us to get fucked. That's the way I look at relationships. If the guy's not nice to you, tell him to get fucked. Bye. You're a dickhead. Saya, fucking Nora. That was topic number 1. I'm gonna forget about this. I'm not gonna. I was gonna do a COVID Good Friday one, but I'm gonna save that one because that one's true to my heart because I know it's getting late. This is Friday night special, by the way. I do want to talk about since we were talking about a real man. This I actually saw this. If you have the means, please fucking check this asshole out. His name's Felix. I do and I don't know what his last name is. I'm not going to say his last name. His name is Felix. This really fucking happened. This idiot. And I want to say it was like fucking 6-7 years ago or some bullshit, but it never got any airplay. I have no idea why. This dumbass. This fucking psycho decides that he's going to get into this capsule, big capsule, with like very, very expensive high-tech capsule, and attach it to a very, very, very fucking large balloon and go up. And he wanted to be the man that could jump further than anybody's ever jumped in parachute. Well, that's really stupid because it had to be like 20 some miles in the fucking air, which I wrote it down in my book. Hang on. I wrote it in my book. I gotta check it out. Yeah, that's it was 24 miles. I'm sorry. That's 24 miles. That's 127,000 fucking feet. So he's gonna jump. He's in this, and he's got oxygen, the fucking space mask, and everything. Because at that level, there's no, apparently. Well, unless you're in an international space station, if you believe that fucking thing's floating around, but that's another story. Oh, by the way, 24 miles. He was that far. It was crazy. It's 240,000 miles to the moon. So put that in perspective if you want to talk about moon landings. Anyway, this guy actually did this shit. He's fucking 100,000 whatever feet in the air. And he gets out of this capsule. He just jumps. This is it. That was it. He just jumped. And he had to wait like fucking 10 minutes before he could even get near the point where he could like deploy his chute. And to hope to fuck he lived through that. And he was in this capsule. It was really cool. And it had this big, huge balloon. And I thought, how did they get his balls inside that capsule? Because there's no way. He didn't have watermelon balls. His balls were like bigger than the capsule. How do you do that? I'm going to go ahead and give Felix the real man status. I bet you $1 to a donut, if you want to bet, that the guy that did that would not put up with some dipshit telling him that if he was a real man, he would step up to the plate and assume another man's responsibilities. I bet he wouldn't put up with that. I bet he would just kind of laugh it off. He wouldn't be violent or mean. Violent, mean men are jackasses, by the way. We all know that. If you're violent, you're mean, and you're hatred, and you're full of that, you're what's called a dick ball. This guy was not that. Balls bigger than fucking. I don't know how he got into the capsule. I don't even know how he floated down. I don't know how his balls just didn't launch him to some kind of fucking another planet. Say you're not even. You shouldn't even be down here. Just go away. Your balls are too big. We can't handle you. He jumped out of a fucking capsule with a balloon. That what? And it's totally awesome. You should check it out. His name's Felix. I'm not gonna say his last name because YouTube always freaks with you when you say people's names and shit. I'll be surprised at that stupid song, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Even gets on here. All right, I've talked too long. Again, big shout out, RMD, Billy. TGIF. The weekend is just beginning.